Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Now a 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. To try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Panthers nothing. Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
Now following the touchdown, Schmidt back out there to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together. Play fake. Now Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Gain of 13 yards.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A give running right. It's Hubbard. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And the Panther first down.
Young is set to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion. To gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 29. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go on the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Young to throw it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Browns drive about to get started. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun. Green. It's caught. Smith. Down the left sideline. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Arian Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Browns 21, Panthers nothing. Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll find McMillan here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Excellent body control, big frame, and you can see his background as a volleyball player on display when he goes downfield and makes big catches. The Offensive Rookie of the Year last season, Ted McMillan.
Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Green. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6. And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. And Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
Hot 70, hot 70. Back to 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Josh Jacobs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
Andre Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one. They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
It'll be Young again. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Young, rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw, Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The rookie from Arkansas on target there. It's a 1st down.
First down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Green. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Looking to throw. Green. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, Panthers 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And this one too low.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Finding room at midfield.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Luke Musgrave in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Andre Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Final play of the half. Young going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Andre Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
I'm levitating off this love, and when you doubt, it's like baby don't know the price to hit these heights. Don't you touch? My mind was screaming, jump, jump, jump. Can you order some fries for me? Can you spot a lie when the government ties to hit a feast for your